Hello and welcome again. And yes, we are here. Do you know what this is? These 99 images of the skips. What could this be? Yes, it is the skip tier list. It's finally here. And we should get and classify them all, right? Let's get up here and see what we have. So S tier goes for game-changing or inspiring. And these are the skips that they look good, they are really useful, and you should absolutely use them to make me happy and to improve your games. No matter what, they are those that you have to learn, you need to learn them, you have to use them, they are really helpful, and they also look good, so give them a try. Then high value tests as B tier, and those are things you have to learn. You don't really have to learn them in the end, but if you learn them, you are going to get better. Then C tier, situational niche, and these are those that if you learn them, you may get out of certain situations, but if you don't learn them, you will be absolutely okay. However, if you want to be skip master, you need to learn them all. Even the D tier style curiosity, and those skips, well, due to their low usefulness or their extremely high difficulty, they will be here. So let's take a look. Now this one here, it's the 3 chest tower at the castle, right? This has to be S tier, but no. This is B tier instead. You need to learn this. You need to know you can climb there, claim your loot, and then you can get out. Speaking about getting out, you can always go around and do the other one. The castle escape through the chests. And this one is also B tier. Make sure you learn these two in the castle. Then we get to the moat, and this here is the stone arc. This is a difficult jump, but I have found myself doing this a lot, so this one is really useful. I will call this new meta, because I really like it, it looks really cool. Give this a try. Now this little triangle here is at the roof of the castle, and this is the boss cheese spot. So this one here is a situational tool. Now this one here is the bridge at the west of the castle, and this thing, climbing this thing is S tier. Yes it is. Do you know why? Because almost every game I climb this bridge using a skip. Going to the bridge, especially the wall climb, is S tier, so make sure to learn and use this skip every single time. This one here is still at the moat, and this one is just climbing the broken bridge, so it's something you can use, but in the end, it's a curiosity. This one here is that jump that will take you to the merchant. Where could we put this? This is a situational tool that may help you in your path. Now these here are the pillars, there's also a fourth one. This is C tier. This one is specific, it will help you, it could be here. And in the end, this one is really easy and doesn't look really good, so it could be here, but it's going to be here. Now this is pole jumping at the castle, and this is one of the best skips in the game, because it looks really good, it's easy to perform once you learn it. And this one comes here to S tier 2 from the castle. So you have one pole and a second one. Try to use this skip, this is really good, and it looks even better. Now the next one is just crossing the river at the castle, and this is sadly S tier. I mean D tier, not S tier. And you will be just going around, you don't want to spend your all like that. Now the next one here is escaping the roof of the castle, and this one is high value text you need to know. Better than this one, of course. So what is this? You're on the roof, you defeated the boss, and you want to go to the grace quickly. You could just jump here and then to the tower. But now that you jump to the tower, you can defeat enemies there. Maybe that crucible you never fought, or that banished knight that drops a dormant power, who knows? This one here is the pillar climb that will take you to the roof, and we have a new setup for that. So this one is obviously S tier. Well, it is not an S tier skip for 2 reasons. It is A. Reason 1. It's more difficult than the rest here, you can just use the poles and be successful. And if you just go around, you will be almost as fast. But it looks really cool, and it's really useful if you use it for the merchant, so make sure to learn it and perform it if you game with me. And this one here, the last one from the castle, is that rampart at the south, and this little climb here is incredibly useful. It is A tier, it is new meta. Because it saves time for once, but then enemies won't notice you, so you want to climb here and get some hits before they wake up, especially those trolls. Now what is this? Is this the forest? Do we have 10 forest skips ready for us? Yes, we do. The first one is bird manipulation, and this one is high value tech you need to know. Because you have two options, either of them will be a power, so you just fall on the tree and see if you get the power or the other tree has it. So if you use this one, you already know where the power is, that's the reason. However, it's not here because you need an enemy, you need that horse there to lock on. And then you need to pay attention to the tree in the background, so it's a bit difficult and not so easy to pull off. Now this other bird here is much better, A tier, because you just get on the bird, and after that, if you don't do anything at all, you will fall on one of the power trees. And from that tree, you can see the next one. So using that bird, you also guess where the power is, but this one is much easier, and sometimes you will come from there, so use this bird. Now what is this? So many arrows here. This is just climbing to that central boss area that is next to the first power, and this is a situational tool. You will only use this if you want to fight the boss there, and only if you are already in that area. What is the next one? Is that the fallen tree at the north? It is, and this thing is a curiosity. Knowing this helps, but not that much. Just a curiosity for you to know. This one here is the little tree. Look at that little tree go. And this one is more useful, what do you know? But not that useful, because this one will take you out of the forest. So this one comes here. It is a situational tool. Now if you climb that tree, you get to fight a boss, you get a point of interest, and there are two legendary corpses there that I really like, so climb the tree if you see. You won't be going around. The next one is that enormous fallen tree that will take you to the fort, and this one here is a situational tool because most times you don't want to climb the fort. And also you have to be at the north. So you won't be using this a lot, but it's there, you have to learn this. The next one here is a jump that may get you to fall into the sea, and it's the entrance at the north. You are going to see yourself in this situation very few times. So what is this? It is D tier. Do you see what this is? This is a really difficult jump, an S tier difficulty jump. However, to be real, it is so difficult, so incredibly difficult, that I am going to put it here. This jump here, give it a try if you can. It's useful because those kindred of Rod won't be seeing you and won't be sniping you. You have to defeat one of them at the bottom, and then you need to land this jump first, second, or even third try to be successful. Also, the flower has to be there, and for that reason, this really cool jump is down here. Now the next one, what is this? This is the sitting corpse. I don't know if you can see it. Sitting corpse skip is at the middle, it takes you to a legendary. This one here is a situational tool. You will only use this if you are already here or if you are looking for legendaries, but not many times in the end. And the last one here is getting to the fort from the south. Now this one here is high value tech you need to know. And why is it like that? Because if you take the power, there is not much more you can do at the south. And yes, you won't need to get to the fort because you're looking for the power, but you need to get to the other side of the fort, and that's when you find this one useful. Now we have the Great Hollow, and we have 21 of them. Let's take a look at them. Now the first one is a bird that will take you to the central boss area, that broken crystal, and this one here is new meta. In the end, every bird in the Great Hollow is going to be new meta. Always learn the birds, always wiggle on the birds, and always use the birds. But this one here is extremely useful because it will help you cross the chasm, so give it a try. Now the next one is the same. Bird 1, bird 2, you can see both here. Now you can see only one here, the other one is hidden. And these are the same. The first bird will take you to the crystal, and the second bird will take you to the purple crystal. So they are the same, they are incredibly useful. You have already used this one, and I know it. And the next one is using the bird to reach the final area. Now, is this one useful? Yes it is, but not as useful and very situational. You need to be at the church to use this. you are only going to use this if you want to, let's say, visit that legendary merchant that appears, or for some reason at the end of the day fight the crayfishes or take those legendary checks. In that situation, yes, take this bird and go there. But most times you will be using a different skip that is going to appear later. And it's this one, the drop down. Okay, what is the next one then? I see a bird, and this one is bird manipulation. And this bird manipulation is going to be S tier. You don't know how useful bird manipulation skips are until you try them. However, this one here has the enemies you need to lock on right at the foot of the tree. So you just get there, lock on them, and go. And you get access to the other side of the map. You can use the bird in reverse. And that is crazy. That's why this one is really good. So learn it and give it a try. Also, don't forget, if you haven't seen the guides, you can go watch the videos to learn the skips. I explain them there. You don't need to rely on the tier list. You can just go to the videos and learn the skips. Now the next one here is another bird, right? And this one is where's the... okay, this one is this bird, but you go to the right and visit the underground area. And that will earn you not an A, but a B tier. For only one reason. If you run to the underground area, you will be okay. But if you take the bird, any of the two birds in fact, you will be much faster. So just take the birds and wiggle to the underground area. This one here is the castle at the north. It is a wall climb that will take you to the rampart, but that means this is a situational tool. You will only use this if you want to climb that rampart and only if you use that entrance. But the rest of the times you are just going to break the seal and defeat bosses. What is this one here? It is a drop down or a jump, because you can do both, that will take you to the other side of the map. And you just don't know how useful this is. This is absolutely A tier. This jump is incredible because you don't have to go around a long distance to get to the duplication church or the glowing ruins area. You just cross here and it's done. Now, why is it not S tier? Because you need to climb this crystal, okay? And then you need to land the jump. And in the end, it's a tiny bit situational. For that reason, it's not here. Now what is this? So still at the center, here, you can climb back the falling crystal that takes you there. And this thing here is... it is a curiosity. Wait, what did I pick up? Okay, I'm going to leave that one for later. I think it was here. I think it was. This one is a D tier. Why? You are very rarely using this. You want to go down, not up instead. You want to do this other skip. So this one will take you inside and this one will take you outside. And this one that takes you outside, it is a bit better. It's a situational tool. The next one is... oh, that drop down from the Madness Tower that will take you to the crystal. So this one is very useful. And I will put it... where exactly? It's high value text, right? It's a situational tool because you will be using this only if you are there. So in the end, you have to know this, but it is not as impressive. You just drop down. So I'm going to take points from that for that reason. But you have to learn this one. Now, what is the next one? Drop to final boss area, right? This is the one. New meta route, this is really good. And what do you know? You are going to do this almost every game. Almost every game is going to end up here and you need to know this jump. Or else you are going to find yourself going around the bridge and you don't want that. Merchant bridge at the middle of the map. You may learn how to climb this, however, just a curiosity, just a climb that will earn you nothing at all, just 1 or 2 seconds. Now, the drop at the north that will take you to the castle, to that mage area, it is useful, however, it's a situational tool. You're only going to use this if you come from the tower, whether you defeat it or not. So it's a situational tool, it's good to know, but you are not going to use it a lot. Now, ruins pillar climb, those that look like raw ruins, is really useful. Just knowing how to climb this structure will help you navigate the ruins a lot. Even though this is only at those ruins, knowing this climb will help you in other skips. For that reason, this is high value text. Learn this one, and then let's see how it helps you. Now what is the next one? The Spirit Spring, at the castle, at the south, at This one here is A tier. You need to know about this one. If you know that there's a spirit spring here next to the grace and that you drop down to use it, you can just cross the castle with it. It takes you to the top of the red boss area, and if you ignore it and keep going, it takes you anywhere in the castle. So always use the spirit spring here. Or you can use the wall climb if you refuse to go there, but this one, for that reason, is high value tech you need to know. Now the next one, what is this? A spirit spring that takes you to the other side of the chasm? Oh, this is A tier, people, this is really good. This is incredible in fact, because you cross the map. So where's the other one? Here, so we have, now let me do this. We have this one to go, this one to leave the area, and this one to reach the area. And these two are interchangeable. You can use them and go back and forth. So always learn those two. Get here. Now the next one is this. This is another spirit spring that will take you to a madness tower, to the one from the drop down. Where is it? To this one. But you need to perform a wall climb in the middle of that. So for that reason, it is high value tech, but it's a bit situational. I am giving it more points because it looks good. But it's also very difficult, and if you don't do it, you have to go around. For that reason it says B, but you have to be careful with this one. Now what is this? This is a spirit spring that is at the north of the map, next to the tower, and if you finish the tower, this is the thing you are going to use to escape almost every time. This will help you cross this area and you will land here exactly. So you need to learn this one, just get close to this corner here. And for that reason this one is A tier. It looks really good, it's easy to perform, and you get a lot of value out of it. Now what is the next one? The towers themselves? It's the towers, yes. And tower skip, you don't get how powerful this is. This is S tier. So towers are usually traps, right? Unless you get the right buff or you are well equipped. Now what if I tell you can skip most of the climb and clear it much faster? You can just go to the grace and back as many times as you want. So this one here earns the prize, the S tier prize. And now, I keep looking at this one, I want to move it here. But can I? I'm going to do this instead. Because you are going to use this one more than that one, although this one is not as impressive. However, you need to know this one more than this one. So I'm going to change those two. Okay, what's the next one? Oh, the one I moved earlier. This is the glowing rings drop down, and this one is incredibly difficult. Do you know how difficult this is? This is situationally difficult. And most times you are not going to be up here. You are going to just take the normal path that is much easier and almost as fast. For that reason this one is situational. And no more Great Hollow, we get to the mountain. Look at this. This one here is the alternate way to climb to the dragon at the right side. But it's not a great skip, just a situational tool. The next one is at the very entrance of the mountain. If you want to climb to the final circle area, you can just do this. However, it's difficult, and for that reason, it goes here. Because instead you want to fight the troll there, and you want to hurry to the dragon fight, to the little dragon fight. I never used this skip, I just discovered it and nothing else. I never used it. It's just a curiosity. Now this one here, do you recognize it? This is the Skyrim skip where you just run up the mountain and claim the power. So this one is S tier. Thanks to this skip you can just ignore the dangers at the mountain. You already know this one, this is very famous. Now, this one here is just, after you climb and cross, you can drop down and fight the trolls. However, this one is not S tier, of course. This one is C tier. And this one here is one that goes first. You do this one and then that one. This is true mountain skip. But you have to do 1, 2, 3, 4 jumps to complete it. And the fourth one is very difficult. So for that reason this can be S tier. However, this one is A tier. A, not B. This one is A tier. I will tell you why. Because this one is difficult. So true mountain skip includes this one. Because you do this one and then link to the other one. So perform those two, claim the power almost in no time, and enjoy the mountain. You completed it. And now, could this be Noclatio or Noclario? It is. We have 12 of them. And the first one is a bird manipulation, say? Is this a bird manipulation? It is a bird manipulation. However, this one can be S tier. And do you know why? Because this one is even better than that one. You get across the wall, reach any place in the city if you aim well. However, you need to lure an enemy to the bird. You have no enemies at that bird. You have no enemies there. You need to lure them from the point of interest. So it's a bit rough. And also, it will take you long to lure them. So it is a high value test you need to know, because this bird manipulation may save your life. But in the end, there are other escapes in the city that you want to perform. And the next one, what is this? Escaping to Loretta from Lancer. It is. This one here is a situational tool, because you have to be there and you need to have the urge to leave the city. And the next ones are escaping Dragon King Arena, either from the left side of the city or the right side of the city, south and north for friends. Now these two are very similar, they are mostly the same, and they are going to be new meta. Guys, it is new meta and I will tell you why. If you follow Dragon King Arena, you are going to leave the city. That's a given. So why are you going to leave through the main gate where you don't have anything to pick up, when you can pick any of these two routes and find legendaries and bosses to fight? But use any of the two, don't go through the main gate. Now what is this? I promise this is not Undertaker's rear in a bad position. I mean, this is just a wall you climb at the left side of the city in order to skip the headless. But this thing here is a curiosity, because you can just go around and you have a black knife assassin waiting for you. You don't want to skip that. Now what is the next one? You recognize this one? It looks like it is, where is it? It looks like this in reverse, right? Just not going to Loretta. And you know what this is? This is one of the first escapes I ever discovered myself, and I am very proud of this one, so it's of course S tier. But not because I am proud of it. It is S tier because in most seats you are going to find a circle up here. And from there you just go south and you will be ready to perform this one. However, it is difficult, you may fall to the abyss, because you need 1 and 2 jumps, 2 precise jumps. But this escape will allow city on day 1, will allow quick entrances, you completely avoid the stealth, the little one. Learn this one, you need to have this in your collection. Now what is the next? This is Fountain Escape at the left side of the city. And although you are not coming here because the good path is the other one, this one is very useful, this is B tier. And the next one here is at the right side, the one you want to visit. And if you have Raider Salt, Welder's Grappling Hook, even Chicken, you saw the video, you know what you need here. You need to use a skill or an ult to just jump here. So this thing will be a situational tool. Now this one, that it's also there, these two, this goes like this, let me tell you. Left side, central and right side for the very same skill. However, the left side is really good, this is meta, you have to learn this. Because if you really are in a hurry and you want to recover your lost runes, you are going to perform this one. If you don't like this one, you can go to the right side, perform a difficult jump and then do the same, but it covers less distance, and for that reason, this one here, it's also a situational tool, sadly, this is a good one, so learn this one. Now what is this? Climbing the wall at the south? Is this even possible? It is. However, you need 2 Undertakers. This is incredibly specific, it looks incredibly good, but it's a curiosity. Now I'm going to tell you this. This curiosity will get an extra point and it will become a situational thing, but only because of style points it will go to C. And because I really like it, okay? Now the final one is climbing the waterfall as the Undertaker, so this is of course specific. You just get there, aim your ult, and you are already at the next level of the city. And I used this one to recover my lost runes once, and it was a great success. They were at the stealth room. Now, are we ready for open world escapes? We have 30 of them, they are a lot. Okay, let's get started now. Is this a bird manipulation? manipulation? Could this be a bird manipulation? Not exactly. It's a bird descent mechanics, and it's a bird at the north, so if you take this bird, this is by the way B tier, you can reach both bosses that are south from there. This here is the camps, those that have an elevated area, and you can just climb from here. It is much quicker than enemies. I don't know if you know about this, enemies don't know how to perform skips, they won't be following. For that reason, high value tech. This one here is the wall next to the grace that is north from the castle. This is just a curiosity, you are never going to do this skip unless you are right there. The next one is the cliff at the center, that one that has 2 spirit springs. And what do you know, this thing, it's really useful. It's a B tier. You just climb the rocks and it's much faster. Now the next one is the other cliff, the one that is next to that grace that has another skip that is very famous, this one in fact, and a tree that you can barely see. This one is really useful because you are saving time, you are not going around for this and you get access to the bird. And this one here, so many arrows, but let me tell you why, because this is S tier. This is Grace Cliff Skip, and this is incredibly famous, incredibly life-saving. This is one of the best, if not the best here in the open world. And why? This obstacle here is really painful, so everyone remembers this one, everyone has learned this at some point. And if you didn't, give it a try, especially to the third one. Now the next one is a wall climb at the new towns from the DLC, and this one is behind it. But this one is very useful. This is A tier. You need to learn about this one and this one only if you want to be incredibly happy with the towns. Because if you see this rock formation and the tower, you know that you can climb it. And it's over. You are right at the boss area. So climb there and then escape. The next one that is at the entrance of such towns is climbing the house and then using a chimney. Yes, this is one of the chimney escapes. And by doing that you reach an area that may have the flame and a metal chest, so it's interesting. This one is not going to be A tier, this one is going to be a situational skip, because this one here is very useful but only if you are here and only if you want to go there. And the next chimney skip is also situational. This is Prod's chimney skip, because the first time I saw this, it was Prod in a stream discovering it. So thank you Prod for discovering this skip, you are really great. This one here is at the rear entrance, and the first jump is a bit difficult, so where do I put this? This is situational, only for that, and because it doesn't take you to the boss room as quickly as this one. In fact, let me tell you, look at this. Rear entrance, this skip, and it's here. Do you see the rear entrance? And this one. So why would you go here when you can just go left? Go left instead. And for that reason, this one is, I said, situational, right? Yes, it is situational. Just use the other one. Now, what is the next one? The right side climbs. You have a rock formation or the tower, and both of these are high value tech you need to know to be quicker at this structure. Because you just climb here and reach the boss room, or you climb here, check for the chest, and then drop down to the boss arena. The next one, what is the next one? What is this? Is this fourth skip? This is fourth skip. This is an instant S, okay? This is the skip. This jump here made me start it all. Just because I couldn't perform this one, I worked so hard to learn it and there was no guide, so I said, what if I make a video explaining this one? And that was the first video of the skips I ever made. For that reason, this skip here has a very special place in my heart, but also it is useful. If you are able to perform this, enemies won't follow you to the top. And that means, especially in Deep of Night, that you are not getting swarmed. And that's really helpful. Please, this is a really nice skip, okay? Now this one here is the lake, and you see the bridge, right? It's climbing the wall that is next to it, but just look at how convoluted the path is. So for that reason, this will be situational. You want to climb the bridge if you want to reach the castle, yes. However, if you are here, where do people go? To the basement, right? They just run straight. Well, let me tell you, if they run straight and you climb the wall, they will reach the basement before you do. The only thing you are going to get is the merchant. And the useful thing about this skip is getting to trolls, getting behind the castle, so only for that. That's the reason it's situational. The next one, that is at the other side, can you see? The bridge ends here. This is the Madness Tower climb, and this one is more useful, but how useful is this? What do you think? This is A tier, this is new meta. You need to know this climb because the cave is here, and you will get out of the cave from this side often, and you can just visit the grace and climb, and it's over. The next one also at the lake, let me show it to you. You have this here, then the bridge, and then this one, so this one goes here. The bridge ends here, and then you have this wall. It's nothing at all, give it a try. You can just go around, right at the same stone, but you can also jump it, so just a curiosity, nothing else. And the next one is also at the lake. This one would be here, right after this one. And you just come here, locate the bush, and jump. Okay, this one is not A tier. However, it's a situational tool you want to learn, and you will be using it more than the bridge. Maze Tower climb, okay, straight up a curiosity. Do you know why? Because the seal has not been broken. You are skipping breaking the seal, and if you reach the top that you can reach, you will find another seal. You can't get inside like this. This completely skip here is at the north. And do you remember that area that may get you trapped if the rain is on you? An area that you shouldn't visit if the rain is closing in? Yes, you can do this incredibly convoluted skip to save yourself. However, you just have to use the Spirit Sprint to avoid this entirely, so it's a curiosity. Just a curiosity, nothing more. Now, Octopi Pole Jump, that lets you skip Octopi Altar, this is the quickest one there, by the way, is more useful. It is a high value test tool that you need to learn. This one at the entrance will get you to the wall, and only to the wall. So if you climb here, you may check for the chest and you will reach the merge. For that reason, this one here is situation. And the other one that goes right after this one, you see, you end there, you land here, and then you do the other one. This one will be high value touch. What is this one here? 1, 2, 3. Well, if you come from this point of interest, you may find yourself climbing the wall, and for that reason, this is a useful skip. However, this is just situational. And the other one that goes right after that, so you climb here, reach the grace, and from the grace, you keep climbing to the other point of interest. Just a curiosity. Now the next one is the ruins. This is high value tech because this hole at the ruins may get you trapped, and you need to know what to do in this situation just to avoid it. So learn it and stop suffering at the ruins. And the next one is small fort. It is easy and it's not very impressive, and only if you are climbing that fort. Now this is a storm build skip, and you have the two versions, going to the gate and going up from the gate. And these two, what can I say, it's a situational tool, because this one helps you performing this other skip here. You will get quicker to the entry point, and you will only be doing this if you find Stormville Gate in your path, and only if you are there. However, you may spawn next to the gate, and after you clear the enemies, there is a grace that leads you inside the structure, inside the gate. And from there you can perform this one that is incredibly difficult. Give it a try to this one. You only need to jump, barely touching the wall, just not too much because it will grab you, and then jump again to grab onto the ledge. However, this is easier said than done. Give it a try, you will understand, this is very big. Now this is a nice swamp, and this is escaping the swamp. And escaping the swamps will earn this escape a C, because this is absolutely specific. You will only be doing this if you escape the swamps, only if you want to avoid defeating the boss for some reason, and maybe if the rain is on you. However, it's useful, but some of them are easier than others, and most times you will just go around. If you do this one, enemies won't be able to follow you. For that reason, it's here and not here. And the last one is returning to boss in the swamp. This is a very difficult jump, so just a curiosity. However, it is useful in one and only one situation. If you have lost your runes at the boss arena, and it happens a lot, thank you balancers by the way, you may want to climb the tower and get back there. However, in any other situation, the gate will be closed. There will be no gate waiting for you. So you can't even use this one if someone hasn't opened the gate for you, or yourself earlier. Now, is this the volcano? It is the volcano. We have 8 volcano skips. Sadly, they are not 9 because I could never solve this spirit spring jump, but I keep trying. Maybe one day I'll solve it. And the first one is this a bird manipulation skip? It is, right? I see the bird. Well, not a bird manipulation again, but this is just the bird that is down there at Magma Worm, and if you take it and hold left, you can reach the church. And yes, for that reason, it is a steer in reality. Why is it a steer? Because by knowing this one and being able to perform it, you can do this even in the rain and survive. Only if the rain is not already on you, okay? If the rain is on you, you're probably dead, so there's no saving. However, if the rain is almost on you, you can do this, go there, recover all your heals, and be ready to face Demi-Human Queen. And you know, people, I love the queens, right? You already know about that. I'm a king and queens are... okay, back to the skips. What was I saying? Yes. So this is S tier, make sure to learn it. I have never seen anyone follow me doing this one in the runs, so you may be the first one, and if you play with me, show this skip to me. Learn it and use it, please. Now what is this? Another bird. Okay, this is the bird manipulation skip, right? Well, not exactly, this is just a bird drop. You drop from the final bird, and you see the arrow? You slip inside the final boss area, which is Magma Worm. And that is very difficult and not S tier, not A tier, it is B tier. This is high value tech, it will allow you to do some cool things, but at the end in the volcano, you want to fight bosses. You don't really want to skip down there, unless you really are in a hurry. This one here is a simple one, but it's also a B tier. At the right side of the volcano, you have these walls that you may climb, but people, including me before discovering that, just go around and climb the fallen pillar. And that is much slower. Just go straight, climb the walls, they are climbable, give it a try. This one here is at Falling Star Beast, and climbing this wall will take you to the castle. Just a curiosity. Nothing else. I have never used this skip after discovering it. This one here, that is here. This one is here, and then to the left, just a bit closer to the edge, you have this one, and this one is the drop down. However, this drop down that is really cool, S tier cool looking, almost like the drop down from the bird where is it here. This is almost as this. However, for this one you need character skills, ultimate arts, you can just drop down and reach the final area. Also, if you pay attention, this little corner here is the one that you are going to pass through when dropping from the bird. And so this one is B tier, it looks really cool, but you need your characters to have a tool to perform it. So what is the next one? Oh, they disappear, here they are. What is the next one? Oh, the lava fall wall. And this wall climb it's challenging, but once you learn it, it's not that difficult, it just has so many steps. And this will earn a B. You need to be able to learn this and perform it anytime you need it, just because it gives you access to the gargoyle and the church. However, we have this. Remember, we have this. And there is another bird here that you can use to 180 and go back to the gargoyle. So, being it the wall climb or the bird, you need to know that you can climb this wall and you are not locked in here, you can go up. And the final ones are two of the same. And do you recognize this place here? Look at this. Look at this. It's the same place. They are the same picture in the end. However, when the volcano shows up, these cracks here go away. They are no longer here. You only have this one here. And this crack, this climb, is hellish. I think this is the most difficult skip I have ever faced. It has many precise steps. You need to perform a really difficult jump at the end. Give it a try. You are not going to climb this first try. So for that reason it goes all the way down here to just a curiosity, nothing else. And the other one, and let me show you this. Oh, what is this? So I have this wall climb here, and this is the whole reason this is D tier and not B, is that if you just look to the left, you find the same tree, can you see it? And the other one is easily climbable. You can very easily climb this wall. For that reason this earns B tier. And if you climb any of the two, you get access to the cliff and then to the cave that will take you inside the volcano. But for some reason, I don't find myself doing these skips, because I think volcano seeds will not put you here. So if you are already here, you may use this to enter the volcano on day 1, but at day 2 you want to fight the gargoyle or standing for beast. For that reason, this is not new meta, because it's a bit rare. And no more skips? No more skips, people, we completed the tier list. Well, this was fun to do, many of you requested the tier list, so please play with it and share it with your friends. Also bring them here so that they can watch the videos, I think they may enjoy them. And especially if you have a different opinion than me, share the results, tell me in the comments. I am interested if your opinion is different. If you have the same opinion, I guess drop a like and subscribe. And we've reached the end. I am so happy I'm finally over with this. It has been fun to make, however. I had some trouble recording this and it was a bit painful, but in the end I did it. And with that, I will be seeing you in the next video. I hope you also visit the Just Running series if you want to see me casually perform this, because I always try, so pay a visit to me. And again, I will repeat it, if you want to learn the skips, you have all the guides in my playlist that I will leave at the end. So thank you for staying, thank you for watching me tier all the skips, this is my opinion, remember? And I will be seeing you in the next video. Bye bye.